to Isui. Oh, he loves the contact.
Porter just needs to be a little bit careful. They're very upright in the tackle. We've seen those accidental head collisions. It's an automatic red card if it's a big shot like that.
Oh, that's well done by Doris, and Doris, it opens up in front of him. James Lowe out wide now. Does he have the gas? Can 12 trees get to him? No, he can't. James Lowe scampers home. They've had to take a few punches, but they've come back with a pretty impressive counter. Leinster lead it by 5 points to 0.
Well, a relieved cheer here at the RDS. There was just an element of frustration coming into this home crowd. It's Josh van der Fleer on the ball, gets the strip, and that allows the flood through. And once they're through, he just looks to the left, he's got support, just pulls in that last defender. And as soon as James Lowe's in that much space, there's only going to be one result. Nothing Billy 12 Trees can do. It's a good response. How quickly can you flick the switch from defence into an attack? And Gloucester couldn't match it.
Do they go maul or do they go wide? It's the thing with Leinster, you're never quite sure what trick they're going to pull from the hat. They keep it tight to start. Van der Fleer has it in the box seat. Josh van der Fleer, I think, underneath all those bodies will come the red scrum caps of Josh van der Fleer. Or was it Caelan Doris that it was transferred to? We'll see in replay. What we do know is Leinster have their second try.
Yeah, the maul was good last week for all their other play. Leinster do the basics very, very well. They set up, they go fast, they feel where Gloucester are like. Gloucester overcommit on that inside towards the posts, and so that initial slap round to the right, and then as soon as they find a way, they just keep probing with those guys at the front. And eventually, it's Van der Fleer who dots the ball down. I wonder whether we'll see a little bit of a shift drive, maybe still a drive, but a bit of variation. Gloucester, who want to hit this as hard as they can. They go up, they try and compete.
Maloney back to the pack. Doris is there, Natai joins, McGrath as well on Leinster go, and the referee raises an arm. Another line out, another maul, another try. It's Ronan Kelleher who comes up with it. Congrats all round for the 8 and those that joined from the Leinster players. They have 3 tries after 25 minutes.
A slight gamble for Gloucester. They go up with Clark there. He doesn't get near, but almost loses himself ahead of the rest of his body, so he becomes ineffective, and then they look like they've locked out well, but again, Leinster just looking for that weakness, feeling that weakness. Really.
Ooh. I tell you, Luke
McGrath joins
lucky.
ahead.
Very, very lucky. It doesn't latch on to Ronan Kelleher.
No.
Very narrow now, Gloucester defensively.
They sure are. Conan just can't get there. The big frame of Porter is over it. He won't pick. If Leinster go wide here, they have to score. Caelan Doris tries to force his way over. James Lowe is screaming at Leinster.
It's been held up there.
All right, here we come.
McGrath trying to get his hands on it, demanding to get his hands on it, but you don't demand it off Andrew Porter. He's going to have a crack.
Here.
Kelleher round the corner. He doesn't get there. McGrath gets sucked in. Conan ships it on to James Ryan. Is James Ryan there? Yes, he is. Leinster are in. And now it is try number 4, and it is the bonus point.
Well, they had to deliver the forwards. I was wondering whether James Lowe and Hugo Keenan were actually going to go and congratulate them, because they felt they should have been walking in about 10 phases earlier, but the forwards back themselves. They deliver with the line out. They get that fast drive, those sprint feet going. It's a huge drive, isn't it? Gives them huge momentum, and after that, the forwards thought, well, we've done the hard work, we're going to stick with it ourselves. Good from Gloucester defensively. They muscled up on their own line.
Over it went from James Lowe, got them off to an expansive start, but since then it's been the pack that have done the job in tight. Can they do it again? Ryan and Kelleher joins, and Gloucester put up stout resistance, but they've left the door open, and Ronan Kelleher has walked through. We thought he had a second try earlier, he does now. Leinster have 5. And what was a solid start from Gloucester has unfortunately disintegrated, and they are now staring down the barrel.
Again, Gloucester decide to put men up, and then the reaction, everyone goes in. Meehan just faced with a 2-man in front of him down that blind side. And Kelleher does the right thing, takes a couple of steps, looks Meehan in the eyeballs and says, what are you going to do? He drifts off. It's a little bit of a show and a go. And he scampers over.
The third time of asking, and the third penalty, and McGrath looks to get on with it, and he does get on with it. Luke McGrath gets the try. It's Leinster's 6th, and there's going to be a yellow card as well against Gloucester. And the referee, well, he was left with no other option. He warned Gloucester so many times, and it's Kieran Knight that makes way. He's the man who will take the yellow card. Gloucester down to 14 for another 10 minutes, and they've just conceded their 6th try.
Yeah, quite right within the rules, but it does seem like one of those things where, what does he do differently? He's just been yellow carded for not being very good. Right, it's not like he's done it on purpose. He's just getting marched back.
Kirill Gutvasev, the Russian who played at the last Rugby World Cup, is in for Gloucester. Jordan Larmour is in for Leinster. He's had his injury troubles this season. Larmour to his Sui, goes after it but can't get a hold of it. McGrath back inside from Rossburn it goes. Luke McGrath caught by Freddie Thomas, but it's back with Gary Ringrose and a little pop off. Then on goes McCarthy, and Clement holds on. Caelan Doris, lovely pass. Terrific from Doris, the finish from Lowe. In the end, oh so easy for Leinster.
Well, all the Leinster players in and around the breakdown. When McGrath gets caught, the speed of delivery of seeing Alatoa do it this time. Caelan Doris steps in to the scrum half roll. Little break on the outside, and the offloading is really, really good. The momentum's carried on forward. Gloucester all backtracking, trying to get into position. They don't number up down the blind side. The recognition of where the space is, the vision, the chat, and that is a really well-executed pass under massive pressure.
Gibson Park. Good hands from Sexton to Ringrose. Keenan, 5 metres short. Here come Leinster again. Sheehan, oh, lovely pass. Jordan Larmour. Hookers aren't supposed to do that, but they can. And Dan Sheehan proves the points. Larmour will get the try, but that all about a sumptuous pass from Dan Sheehan.
Before it got to that eventual whirly offload, a beautiful little sequence of play on the inside, everyone running, fantastic lines, holding defenders, and then it was Keenan that carried the ball into contact, and then look at the aggressive line of even McCarthy running short, holding the defender on the inside, and we've seen this jump step from Dan Sheehan a few times, and the ability to throw not just a little pop offload, but all of a 4 metre offload accurately in front of Larmour.
So then one last throw of the dice for Leinster. They've been here many times before, and we've seen the script. Ross Maloney, Leinster's maul. On they go, over they go, and the try is awarded. Try number 9 for Leinster to put the cherry on the icing, and it's Caelan Doris who comes away with it.
Perfect timing to come back on the field, but really well set up again. Again, Gloucester compete in the air, but it's the speed of Leinster landing and getting the drive moving before the pink shirts can put up the defences. And there's just never any recovery. Once they have that momentum, nothing Gloucester can do legally. They don't even manage to pull it over.